Boys, this is my very final message. Even if you get back, Davie, I'm not calling you any names for you to get back to me. But I'm getting you a fight off of Quinn Mcdonagh. This goes to Lawnmower Davie, me and Nevin's Paddy's son, Davie, his brother, my brother's brother-in-law, was a very good mate of my own. I used to really like you, Davie, and you know that. And you know I made very much of you for years. I looked after you. You're the young fella you are. My years older than you, but I liked you. I used to bring you down to the pub with me and I'd buy you pints and I'd ring you up to do that. I wouldn't charge you a shilling. You're the young fella, and I knew you were going off other fellas, and fellas was doing worse things to you. Or bring you off to do worse things. Not that they're doing anything to you, but bring you off while you're the young fellas yourself. But I knew I'd mind you, and I knew Trees was always going to look for you, and you'd be gone with him. And Trees knows I ain't telling you the truth, because you used to be in a bad state years before you were married. She knows that. But anyway, won't go into all that detail. You're fighting now. I don't blame Ditsy Sander putting his hand up, or Jack Shaw's for that. But when I pulled Richard O'Leary last night for a picture of Paddy's son, you're doing a good few things wrong, and you're trying to carry on us for no reason. I talked to some of the Nevins at home, and some of the people are fighting, and it's only all fair fights. But you, Davie, you're trying to cause a bit of mayhem for no need and looking for trouble. You're fighting Michael Duke. No point telling lies. I hope Michael Duke knocks out. Same way you hope Jack Stofer knocks me out. Now, but Duke, and fair play to you, Michael Duke, and you always stood Rose. Listen now, I want you to fight Curly Paddy's Tony after this fights, since you've so much hatred against Quinn Mcdonagh. And you want to fight Quinn Mcdonagh, Curly Paddy's Tony will fight you, and Curly Paddy's Tony will knock you out. As simple as that. Now, you looking for trouble off Quinn Mcdonagh, you insulted Sammy's Christie. I'm the end. Did Sammy's Christie never carry down with you? At the end of the day, you're our uncle's son, and an uncle that I swear in my mother's life that I really like. Me and Nevin's Paddy, and always will like him, and will never fall out with me and Nevin's Paddy. And that is the truth. And I like his woman, Teresa, always did, nor the family in years. Liked her family. Like poor Paddy, my old uncle, man. And a good uncle. And he's not a Judas telling me he loves me. Or I'm not Judas telling him, but I love him and I know he loves me. And he's a true blue uncle to me, and always will be. Now, and I love his daughter Sylvia. I couldn't choose a better woman for me brother Paddy, my mother's life. She's my sister. I love her. She's my sister. Like my three sisters, she's another one. And there'll be never another one like her. She's the one and only. But you, Davie, you're acting a cunt to us. You're refusing now Curly Paddy's Tony, and you're getting bet with him when you fight him. Simple as that. Now, Michael Joke, and I love you. You're a good old friend, and you're a fair play to you, and stood in the fight him. You fight Davie on another day, and you what you say, look and please, and when you do that, and when you're fighting him, I'm going to be there to support you. and going over to England to support you that day. But will you do this for me, Michael Duke? Stand back that day, and you can fight Davie a day before the fights or after the fights. There's plenty of time for them, right? But let Tony's fighting Joe. But I'm going to get you a fight, Davie, that you're not going to refuse. And it's going to be an equal fight for you. You're the man that you make out the yarn. You're the man that's looking for trouble off us. I talk to Murphy's boys. I talk to my Uncle Murphy. There's your father-in-law, another uncle of mine. I'm not fond of him. But you're Davie acting the cunt. I'm telling you, I'm getting you a fight with Quinn Mcdonagh. And it'll be an equal fight, but you'll fight at Quinn Mcdonagh that day. And I swear my mother's life on that. And I'm getting you a Quinn Mcdonagh that you're not going to refuse, or you're going to be as sure as you're the tough man. Now that's it, Davie. I'm not calling you no names, nothing else. I have a fight that day, that's it. But you're Davie, I've no problem with any Nevins is fighting that day either. They're all fucking only fighting, they're looking like ourselves. None of us have to say one thing about the Nevins. The Quinn Mcdonagh is getting called rapers and murderers off every fucking useless, good-for-nothing bastards that can't call them. That fucking can't call them. But I will say one thing about the Nevins. What I will say about them, they don't fucking call names anyway. Like the Quinn Mcdonaghs. The Quinn Mcdonaghs can call loads of breeds, rapers and murderers. But we never ever did that in our life, and we won't either. But every fucking useless bastards anymore is calling us rapers and murderers. We're no rapers and we're no murderers. And my mother and father's life in that. Hey, look, if someone's killed in an argument, no one means to be killed. No one means to go and plan to go and drive to do that. Hey, look, that can happen to anything in an argument. That doesn't mean, and it did happen in several arguments. It happens in all the arguments of travellers. I never hear of a traveller yet, and I heard of travellers killing people, but I never heard of a traveller yet planning to go and kill. Never in my life. I never heard of one of them planned kills. It was just there, premeditated. It was just done there and then. Hey, looking. But that's what happens in fights, and that can happen with us, with everyone. But look at, one thing the Nevins never do, and that's the truth, is call us names like that. So the rest of you, and the Nevins are coming out to fight us, the rest of you that call the names to us, you're not even fighting the Quinn Mcdonaghs, because you haven't got them in to fight us. And if you do, pull me in that again. And I'd be one of them that'll fight you as well. And my brother be another. And ye get back to us in that one. And fair play to the Nevins in that. But you, Davie, you're making a man of yourself. I swear on my mother and father's life, you'll fight Quinn Mcdonagh that day. And it'll be an equal Quinn Mcdonagh that'll fight you. The Nevins knows it. If I'm matching you wrong, they tell you don't fight. And you tell them that the Nevins said, oh, that's overmatched. But the Nevins know it. They'll let you out and fucking fight like a man. We'll all win and lose that day. Draws, win and lose. But you be one fella. And I'm telling you this. I know you. For the talk that you come out of, you're no fighting man. You're the worst fighting man that I ever saw in my life, Davie, if I tell you the truth. And I'm calling you no names. So I've great faith in I know no Quinn Mcdonagh that will lose again you. And that's the truth. And you spared a few of them. And you know that. And you spared a few of them that we did tell you to take it easy with you. And everyone is no good with you. Everyone knows this, that's talking, who I'm talking about. When Davie's talking to you, he's no good to fight, Fellas start leave him innocent with baiting. And you know that, Davie. And you're fighting a Quinn Mcdonagh since you hate us and you want to follow us for nothing. There's no Quinn Mcdonagh did nothing to you. And you're my uncle's son, an uncle that I love, I told. And I love Mary's Paddy into the bottom of my heart and my mother's life and that. And I know he's a good man, and I love him. And you're his son, and I'm calling you names, no names, over him, and who you're married to, Murphy's daughter. Well, listen, you are a little, you're fighting, Davie. That's it. Good luck.